Hello! It's been a minute since we've done replays here on the channel, so let's get right into it. This is IO They are a Plat 3 player. They used to go by Sky and Nova. They've been a frequent flyer here for replays, so get back in here and give them a solid replay, hopefully. 1v1s, Plat 3 is their current rank, which huge increase from what they were gold when I first started looking at replays for them. So good dribble here, aggressive double jump pop, doesn't quite work out. I don't even know. I mean, you literally could do anything here. Double jump pop, try to get maybe an air dribble. It's probably too close to their goal for an air dribble. A flick would even work. Double jump pop is totally fine. It just went right into him basically, so tough. Good speed, cutting off that ball. This challenge works out because they messed up in the net. Overall, it'd probably be a risky challenge, but it works out here. Good, really controlling the boost really well. They didn't have a lot of boosts initially. They're kind of running around a little bit, but they were lock in, control the mid boost. I think they even got the corner boost there too. I would effectively assume the orange side here is, I would assume they're boost starved. They had to go back and lose position here. Demo, good. And yeah, just, what was this guy? Where's this guy going? Where is this guy going? He just kind of rolls up, runs up, stops, and just gets dusted. Okay, that's fine. Great touch. All their touches have been towards the middle of the field or towards the opponent's net. Very aggressive, and they've been really solid first touches. Very soft, enough where they can get a follow-up really easily. Let's look at this kickoff. Kickoff actually looked really good at the start, and then I think they just lost it in the ground. Was Jackie Boy just much faster? Let's see what Jackie Boy did here. I mean, interesting. I did not expect you to lose that kickoff like that with how you set this up. I thought that was a pretty decent kickoff. Maybe because you stopped boosting at the end, you kind of veered off to the side. But either way, oh, just a big old whiff. Yeah, take your time, score off that. Yeah, interesting. I didn't know. I don't think his kickoff was anything special either. I think he just ended up just going a little faster because he boosted the whole way there and you didn't. That was much better. Kickoff so solid. Get that boost. Love to see more power on this. It's also kind of risky too, because we get a really nice kickoff win. We let this go through, and then it's just like they're kind of already almost there. So I would say in this situation we might want to try to get a 50 more instead of a shot. Like, I know obviously he backed off and it was awkward, but the safer play is a 50 here, just because it does look like Jackie Boy could have gotten there and beat you. And if you took the shot and they actually went for it, so, you know, if they actually continue to go for this, it looks like they backed off. But if they actually continued going for this, right, you would have hit this ball first right into them, and then they would just dunked you, and then you're going to be flying into their net, right? So it's awkward. You didn't get the best touch either. Works out. It's fine. Just something I think about. Sometimes you don't always have to shoot it on the net. You know, you can just go for 50s on your opponent's side of the field and kind of have a war of attrition with them almost. Try to break down their defense. Yeah, we're just kind of shadowing. Good save. Beautiful save. It's tough in these situations because you don't want to give them space. You want to try to find time to challenge them, but there really wasn't a good time. So shadowing's good. I think your positioning in the shadowing's pretty good. I probably personally would be like right here and facing this way more, because your car's so angled, you know, more towards your net. So making a turn like this is going to be really hard, I feel like, because you're gonna have to stop all your momentum and then turn and go. And when he sees that, he's just gonna flick, right? Whereas if I feel like if you're more like almost parallel with the net in a way, but still trying to like funnel this all towards this way, towards the far post, you might be able to turn quicker and still get these nice saves where you're going to be pushing it to the corner if needed, right? But I think overall the positioning was pretty okay. You had a really nice uncomfortable save here, which is just beautiful. Something we should do here is, it's uncomfortable, they're gonna get another shot. I probably wouldn't leave the net at this point. We know we're kind of at their mercy, right? This is not what we want to be in for a position, but like we have no momentum. They're gonna blast, in theory they're gonna blast a shot of net, so I wouldn't push out this far, because now you're just giving up this whole entire section of the net over here, and you're basically protecting this little sliver over here for the net, right? So I don't know, I probably wouldn't push forward. I'd probably try to stay on the goal line and try to defend it that way, but works out because he has a bad shot. It's high. See, like, you wouldn't have been able to save it. I don't know if you've been able to save it on the goal line either. It's one of those situations, it's not good. It's a bad situation overall. So you made the most of it. Dodge the demo. Good attempt at the dribble there. Yeah, I'll have to back off a little bit. Walls are scary in ones, but yeah, got past them. This touch would have been a little better. I know it's awkward, but yeah, if we would have just got this touch, literally if we would put this touch directly on net, we probably would have scored, because then you could have just drove straight, but that's okay. That'll come with more practice with touches and stuff. I like the attempt at the power shot. Demo's good. Push him off the ball. Yes. All great. Great pursuit back towards your net. Killing time with your car. Threatening demos. Oof. But let's not do this here, right? This is ones, right? So flipping right now as they're about to make contact with the ball is a no. Because you're going to be going super fast and you're only going to be able to go this one direction. And now he can literally hit this ball like anywhere, right? He can hit this ball literally anywhere. And you're stuck in a dodge going forward, right? So I would say right here, right before this dodge, I would just stop and just kind of almost wait, find a way to slow down and just kind of let this play develop and understand what's happening more, or what he's trying to do more. Because now you're past him, you're equal with him, and he should have a nice shot on net. Yeah, I mean, that's basically aren't protecting anything with that. Alright, good kickoff. I think he messed his up, but overall yours was pretty solid. Ooh, a little wall chain dash there. Hello. Switching it up a little bit. Okay. I love that you're switching up kickoffs, especially when some aren't working as well as others. I think it's totally fine. I think it's to your advantage to, you know, keep things tricky and, you know, make it so your opponent has to think a bunch. So let's talk about what happened here. So he gets a really nice touch here. And I think we just try to stick around too much. Like, we got to assume this guy is going to blast this ball off the corner. In general, we don't really want to be in our opponent's corner with them in ones. Excuse me. Just because, you know, stuff like this will happen. The ball will leak out, and it's a foot race, and they're obviously going to win that foot race. Alright. So I don't like this pathing back after losing this kickoff. So we just lost this kickoff. I wouldn't path my way basically back, cutting across to go get this boost, right? Like, if they're quick enough to get this ball and then go straight for your net, right, after getting this boost, or just putting an air dribble or anything, you're gonna be late getting back. I prefer going to this middle, get this boost here firstly. Going to this boost, get this boost, and then kind of reading it off what he's doing. If he's fumbling it, maybe I'll get this boost, and start to work my way up. But he's going to have a counterattack here, right? You kind of have to just be ready for a shot on net. I think if this guy was any better, I don't think he would have let you have enough time to go get this boost. So I probably would have picked up pennies instead. And then yeah, we're just kind of, these are hard ones to challenge. He has a really nice pop over you. I don't hate the challenge. It's just unfortunate how it ended up. Like, he just had a good play. So good demo there. Great way to alleviate some stress on yourself. Dribble's a little scuffed, right? That's okay. Nice, got him to fly by. Good bump from him though. Yeah, we lost all our boost trying to recover from this dribble. So that's just unfortunate. And then yeah, the bump was well timed. Well timed bump. So here we go. Yeah, let's not, I don't like being this close when the ball's on the wall. So whenever my opponent has the ball and it's rolling up the wall and he's coming up the wall here, I never want to be anywhere near this unless I can stop it, right? Like if I know this is going to happen, I am not here. I'm getting deep. I'm just evacuating to my side of this field. Mainly because there aren't a lot of plays he can do that, like, I shouldn't say it that way. There are a lot of plays he can do. He can go off the wall, and now he's doing an air dribble. He's blast this, maybe just blast it on net, right? And it's a shot. There's a lot of plays he can make that are directly threatening, whereas I want to be far away, being ready to address that as it comes, right? You can't do that when you're directly underneath the ball, because look, he has a boomer upfield. You get back in time, but I mean, what if that was an air dribble? What if that was him doing a few flip resets or something down the field? Like, you got to think about those plays too. 50. He's going to get to this ball first, so let's be careful. Yep, back off. Good fake challenge. Get deep. And then we just kind of have to take our L here. Yeah, and this is where, like, given the space and shadowing, it's tough, right? It comes around the corner so quick. And, you know, this is where being like this, you know, directly shadowing, but like you're facing your nose towards your goal. It's good for saves if you can get there, but it's not good for turning around and challenging because you never have a chance to here. So, I don't know. I would say probably trying to get deeper and trying to get your car more parallel would be the better way to play it. Just instead of being here and facing your net, I'd probably get deeper and start angling my car this way more. So that way, as he comes in here and he tries to do a flick or an air dribble or something, we can go up and we can just funnel all this into the corner versus, you know, kind of facing our net and then like trying to, I don't know, the only way you can put the ball is either into your net or off the crossbar. So I think I would personally try to get horizontal. He didn't really have an amazing shot, honestly, but it's just because you had to stop momentum. It was all awkward. The timing was all off. Realistically, it was a great dribble from him. So, all right, good aerial. Nothing really came of it though. I think this is a really awkward ball in ones. As you get better, a flip reset or a air dribble out of this, maybe even a double tap would be the best way to go, not just a shot. Just to get a 50, basically, is what you want. Yep, another scenario where we kind of get there and we steal the boost, but you know, we're in that awkward shadowing that we've seen before. Honestly, here, why don't we just hit this ball? Why don't we just hit it there? It might hit into him, go upfield, but it probably will go in the corner. It just will throw him off. Excuse me. I just don't like being this close to the ball and not touching it, and then, you know, you saw what happened there. Good recovery to get onto the goal line there. Save that. That's exactly where you want to be in a scenario like this, where it's just like, this is one of those take your L moments. Like, obviously you don't want the ball to be there, so you just got to take your L and just get to the goal line and save it, and that's exactly what you did. So that's a beautiful, beautiful save. Beautiful positioning there. Alright, we got a dribble going. Yeah, the dribble's just got to be cleaner. It's just taking too long to get the dribble set up, right? You know, it's... As soon as we touch the ball, 1, 2, 3, 4. Took almost 4.5, 5 seconds to get into the flick, right? We need to cut that down to, like, you know, maybe 1 second, 2 seconds. Like, we want to be ready to flick it, like, almost now, right? And taking this ball and having it in a position where we can flick it whenever. When we're slowing down, moving, jittering like this, like, you're losing boost. It's gonna end up being a bad flick because of it. Like, yeah, it's just gonna come down to practicing carrying the ball here. And you don't have to dribble it on top of your car either. A bounce dribble might be a more effective way to play this. He does have low boost, but obviously we know that. You don't. But if we watch him during this play, he's like slithering back and forth trying to find boost. He's kind of out of position almost. So a quicker play here, like, I mean, he's gone at this point. Like, if we were bounce dribbling, we could just drive towards the net. Or if we had better control of the ball, we could have just drove towards the net. So it was really a good opportunity there to score, I think, and we just kind of missed it because of the misplay on the dribble. All right. Yeah, see, like, you're thinking even about even like reversing into the ball. That just shows like your nose is too close, like pointing way too much towards your net. It needs to be more flat and parallel with your goal line. There you go. You finally got a chance to challenge there.
60 seconds left on the clock.
And I would say too, you've thrown in the shadowing a few times here. Something to mix it up would be an early challenge. Just especially, I mean, it's hard to do 3-3, right? But if you can find a way to cleanly early challenge, or even fake an early challenge, just have like a fake challenge in there, you're gonna throw them off immensely, especially at plat and whatever. People will overreact like crazy if you fake challenge them. Yeah, I mean, that's just a missed open net. That's unfortunate, honestly. I don't really think there's anything to say about it. You probably could have just drove the ball into the net too. That can happen a lot in ones, but it's more natural to try to shoot it like the way you did. So I won't dock you for that. So what happened here? It's just slow. It's just a slow turn, right? Now, if you watch yourself in this turn, you're not boosting through the turn, so your turn's slower, it's a little flatter. I think drifting and boosting would probably get you turned quicker. I think that's why you're slow to challenge those, is because you're not boosting with your turn. You're just kind of turning and then boosting. I know it might push you upfield a little bit more, but around that turn, it'll help you just gather that speed you're trying to get, challenge him faster. Oh, good save. Unfortunate recovery there. Went up the post. And yeah, just clean counterattack from Jackie there. It happens. I mean, the recovery, it's hard to get recovery off the post like that. You just don't want to put yourself in that situation. Not a good first touch there off the kickoff. You definitely want to get this ball on top of your car in this scenario and flick it. Yeah, just too heavy and shallow, and big challenge. So another goal. That's basically the end of the replay there. There's only 2 more saves here, so we'll see how they try to counter here at the end. Another fake. Yeah. The fake's kind of throwing you off. Good air dribble or air roll shot there. It's just too little too late. He's just going to sit back up too comfortably. One last dribble attempt. That setup was much better, but he early challenged you, unfortunately. Which he could because of how much time he had left. And that's the game, yeah. I would say it just came down to some, you know, minor, like, some minor positioning things, especially with the shadow defense. I could tell it was awkward. I would assume the best way to do it is to get more parallel with the goal line in your shadows. Not be like, you know, directly facing the way he's facing, because you'd be just basically completely backwards, and it's hard to challenge him like you want, especially if they're taking their time to really get close and set something up. Eventually you want to challenge them, so maybe being more parallel will help you out a little bit, and it'll help you funnel things to corners easier and not have to, you know, save balls off your own crossbar overall. And I think dribbles could be a little cleaner. You're good, you have nice touch when you get there. It just takes a second to get to that point where you are dangerous in your dribble, right? So just working on maybe your first touches, getting dribbles kind of more calmed down, and then maybe looking into videos more about shadow defense will help you out as well. So hopefully this replay was good for you, IO So I appreciate your comments and everything in Discord as well. If you want your replay analyzed, you can go to my Discord and link in the description and submit a replay there, and I'll check it out when I have time, okay?